Hi, my name is Jan and this is Maliki, and we are here at the Street Performance World Championship in Marion Square in Dublin.
Now, the Street World Performance Championships, we've got 16 acts and we've got it over 3 cities, Dublin, Cork, Portlaoise, and this year the main event is the Guinness World Record attempt to have the most wallies gathered dressed up in the same spot at any one time. And all of the proceeds of the profits are going to Africa Aware, so it's for a really good cause, Jan.
Thanks. We've met actually a couple of the performers already, and I can tell you there are some crazy freaks amongst them, so check out what we found out when we met them.
Hello, and we're here in Bewley's with the 2-time World Street Performance Champion, Space Cowboy. Tell us a bit about yourself, man.
Well, I've been performing since I was 8 years old, and I do all sorts of crazy stunts. I swallow up to 27 sword blades at one time. I lift up 50-litre beer kegs from a sword down my throat. I juggle chainsaws on a 3-metre tall unicycle.
Swallowing swords, it's not something that you just realise you can do someday. I mean, like, how did you find out that you were able to swallow swords? Where did you learn it?
Well, my mum started pushing swords down my throat when I was 3 years old.
Well then.
No, I'm just joking. I started training when I was 16. I started with hoses and things like that. And so basically I use meditation and internal isolation to focus on muscles that are usually involuntary. No one could swallow more than 13 swords since the 1930s, and until I inserted these magnets into my chest, and they bring the swords away from my heart, so now I can fit 27 blades down my throat. When I swallow up to 27 swords, or in fact any more than 13 blades, I have to move my heart aside in order to fit the blades down. And you can see the handles of the swords all vibrating with my heartbeat. So it's
cool.
Pretty intense. Well, enjoy. Here we go.
There you go now. You alright? Grand job. That's really in there. That is incredible.
Wow. What's the act about? What's your big talent?
Well, I am the world's smallest strongman, so I perform unbelievable feats of strength that seem impossible.
So, what are you doing in particular in your show?
Well, there's a few things I do. I bend a metal bar over my head, which I can demonstrate for you here. I break a solid steel chain with my hands. I pick people up from the audience over my head, and a whole bunch of other crazy stunts.
And when did you decide to start with street performance?
Well, I first started off in Sideshow with the Space Cowboy. He got me on board about 4 years ago. So I performed around Australia touring with his Sideshow crew, and then about 2 years ago got into street performing as well and put a show together.
So will you just show us what you can do there?
I figured, well, I could bend this metal bar over my head for you guys and yeah, just give you a quick demonstration. So here we go. God.
Gee, that's pretty impressive.
As you can see right there, there's a solid bend in that. No, yeah, that's what I call using my head.
Do you have a favourite part of your show?
It's definitely when I pick an audience member up, because no one knows who it's going to be, and I mean it gives them their 15 seconds of fame, and I always pick a girl because I'm a pickup artist, I guess you'd say, and yeah, it works really well, and they always seem to love it. The crowd always get behind it, and that's I guess the important thing at the end of the day. If the crowd are happy, then I'm happy.
Hi, I'm here with the mighty Gareth. Mighty Gareth, how are you doing?
I'm doing good.
Great, great to have you here. Now, tell us a bit about yourself for the viewers at home.
Hi, yeah, I'm a gardener, I'm a tree surgeon, and if you need your trees topping, I'm your man.
Great. And Gareth, tell us, how did you get into street performance?
Basically, I was working in offices and things, and on my breaks I would go to Covent Garden and watch the street performers. And I really quickly learnt a few tricks and gave up my office job. Now I've been doing it for 24 years.
Now, is this your first time at the World Street Performance Championships in Dublin?
Yeah.
Fantastic.
First time in Dublin. I got out of the airport in Dublin yesterday, and I put my shades on and walked out, and it was
welcome to Ireland. Like.
All right. It'd be cooler if I just put those in my pocket, you know.
We have a rare opportunity to wear sunglasses over here. Where do you see yourself in a year's time, Gareth, ideally?
Back here at the World Champions Street Performance.
The best answer. Because, you know, Gareth, you're actually the first person to say that you wanted to come back here.
Oh, really?
Yeah, fair play to you. Now listen, Gareth, you're holding this chainsaw here, and it's fairly daunting. And I'm really interested to see what you're going to do with it. So show us your party trick.
What, right now?
Well, I mean, if you're able to. I'm going to stand back.
I think indoors that'll do.
Yeah,
I don't want to run it too long in here.
It is a pretty nice. It's a pretty nice cafe. You know, we wouldn't want to ruin the decor. And I have a feeling that we're going to be kicked out of here pretty soon. All right. Hello and welcome to Merrion Square. We're at the World Street Performance Championships with 3 lovely volunteers. Now, I'm just going to ask you to introduce yourselves.
I'm Aisling.
Great, Aisling. And what is your job here?
I'm actually the volunteer coordinator. I was volunteer coordinator for Portlaoise, and then I'm up here in Dublin doing the same.
Fantastic. And now we have Keelan.
Hi, my name's Keelan. I'm a runner, and I was also a runner down in Cork.
Brilliant. And what does being a runner entail?
Pretty much any job that needs doing is to be done, like carrying the performers' equipment from each pitch, picking up litter, and then getting performers food if they wanted, just anything.
Fantastic. And
I'm Gary. I'm the stage manager on the festival this year.
fantastic. And what does being a stage manager entail? Tell us.
It really involves keeping the artists happy, make sure the artists have what they need at the performance pitches, making sure that everything's there, that things run to time, that there's good communication between the stage area and the production area.
So I'm seeing you wearing all those lovely uniforms here, all in bright yellow and black. So tell us what's the crack with those costumes.
Well, this
I knew it.
basically this year the festival didn't have any funding, and the guys who run the whole thing, they decided that they would come up with this great idea and have a Where's Wally competition, and we tried to break the world record with this competition. And the idea is that we have as many Wallies in one place at the same time. I mean, this festival is free, you know, and we want to keep it free, and they had no funding, they had no sponsorship, they had nothing, and it nearly got cancelled. And why do you want to cancel this great festival? It's wonderful, it's so good.
Who is actually, I was wondering, holding the temporary world record with the Wallies? Do you know?
It lies with Cork at the moment.
Yeah.
There was an attempt somewhere in parts foreign a few years back where they got, I think, something like 1,500 Wallies. And Cork last Sunday evening got in excess of 2,500 Wallies in one place at one time. Some of them were even dog Wallies. Wally dogs. Kind of gollywogs, but odd ones. I don't think, just hark back to what you said earlier on, there is some funding with the festival from Cork City Council, Dublin City Council, from Fáilte Ireland. People like that have put some money in, but they didn't have a title sponsor this year, so things have been tight for them, you know.
Definitely, without you the festival wouldn't happen. So thanks for your work and all the support you're putting into the festival. Thanks very much.